So we were dancing on a rock the last time we had this thing out, and you can see there's significant damage, and Adam's sticker got a little bit tore up.
Oh no!
And yeah, I took some rock there and some rock there, and this thing just spun on the rock consistently. But the really fun part is that it dented the hell out of the skid plate.
Told you we need to bend that down.
So we're gonna have to spend some time trying to figure out how to bend that guy back down, because this transmission is gonna come back out sooner or later, if nothing else, because it needs a new transmission. Brake line mount got a little bit smashed. Brake lines themselves look fine, but the mount is smashed. And yeah.
And it's definitely touching the transfer case. So we might actually have to pull this. It's
I am thinking
case here and here.
Oh, I'm hoping a big pipe wrench will allow us to. No, I guess it won't, will it?
It might.
We're gonna need to put it down and hit it with a hammer.
Recracked it.
Because this is this thing is thicker than we are strong, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm fat.
Putting it back on will be a pain in the ass, Jerry. That's what I'm going to say right here and now. Once we've bent it again, nothing will line up.
This is not the first time. This is not even close to the first time.
So, like I said, once we bent it again, nothing will line up.
So my oil pan made it this time?
Yeah, no damage to that. I was impressed.
So I've actually taken 2 of those out. So we're still having steering issues.
We think it might be a bent frame, not absolutely certain, but hey, as long as we're here, we can do some measurements.
Right, true. Since we're not in a hurry. See, we were in a hurry, we're not in a hurry now.
No, things got canceled, the hurry went away.
So what we're thinking is it's not bent, well, it's laterally shifted. So one frame mount is farther forward than the other. We need to spend all that money for that gearbox. I should probably
get a skid sheet for it.
So we've tried everything to get rid of the depth wobble on this thing. The Fox 2.0 is actually doing really good. It's not going into a full depth wobble, so I'm able to.
It gets a little unstable.
Decelerate and it stables itself.
It gets a little unstable. You can watch the tire move back and forth, but not fast. So that's a damn good stabilizer.
So last time I ripped a mount off, it looks like my buddy Kevin Lake did a really good job, and it's there and it's not going nowhere. So
we got a boot torn on the upper ball joint. That's about it. This one's not in any better shape though. So
those are brand new. We just put those in.
Okay. Well, it's either a torn boot or it's blown off.
You know, I think we need to put mine cheap shit from O'Reilly's and get some Terraflex joints, and I told them make sure they're not the adjustable. We had to do some welding on the frame over here. And it looks like it's still there, so it's actually
so. Here's what I'm thinking when we measure it. Okay, you take a tape measure from that bolt to that bolt, and from that bolt to that bolt. And if they're different, we've got a bent frame.
That sounds right to me. So we're going to do a little bit of work today. So you'll be able to see this on Friday's video. It should drop Friday, unless I get really
mangled.
Oh yeah. We straight, well,
a little bit of rock fun.
Where was it? Right here. It actually took a chunk out of the frame.
I dragged along it a little bit. And the exhaust has got some nice new dents in it.
That's all right. The exhaust is all effed up anyways from a long time ago.
And this is his muffler. This is what he calls a muffler.
It is a muffler.
It is a legal muffling device. It is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a muffler.
Well, that's what we're going to do today. Thanks again, James Adam. You are freaking awesome.
We just got to get you to do a front.
Yeah, we're going to do a front next because this one's actually too long. So when it's at full droop, it's actually jammed. Not as tight as it used to be because we moved the front end forward a little bit when we did the adjustable control arms. So it's not as bad as it used to be though. It used to be almost hard to turn. It was so tight. So we got some work ahead of us. We'll see you guys later.
over here? Such a couple of idiots screwing with the
Yeah, I think that was a
differential.
good view, wasn't it?
It looks good. Do we have one of those extended funnels for this?
The wide, that makes it wider?
Yeah.
Right here on the wall. Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
That is loose. Why is that loose and the other one was tight?
What size is that?
This is 13.
It's a 12, I think.
12.
No, it's a crappy 13. I can't remember which.
That's an 11.
Oh, wait, never mind. I'm used to my other Diff. It's a 4, but it's an 02 Ford.
That would explain it. They put the 11 and 12 in the wrong spots.
It's a 13.
It's a 13.
It's a crap 13. That's all right. The bolts are getting good. And it's got a fill plug that we'll never use. Because the 8.8 has the fill plug, which is up where I want it, not where it is. Little silicone there. I usually leave the one on the top just in loose, so it doesn't all come out at once.
Are we trying to save this?
Say what? I just don't want to make a mess.
The fluid.
I just don't want to make a mess. I don't want it to splash. That's all I'm thinking about. No, we're not saving the fluid. I left the fluid up top though.
You, sir, are awesome. Maybe I should set this down. We should get your fluid out.
You're
God, the hardest
like
excuse ever.
Huh? You're the one that doesn't like to lift it.
I don't like picking the truck up. I don't know, you bastard.
And yeah, I should probably grab the toolbox also that I had you bring. Oh, ladder. Oh! That almost ended badly.
Okay, those two are very nearly stripped.
Oh, that's all right. Not putting them back in.
I'm aware, but we still got to get them out. They're done. The 12 will take. We're going to need to break out a hammer. Half inch and a hammer.
There we go. That's awesome.
I don't know where anything is. Free. Not quite. No. Feel right. Man, I'm apparently clueless about this toolbox here.
Yeah, I understand how that feels. Now make sure we put the wash on this.
So, if you have a worn out 13, a half inch is in fact 12.7 millimeters, so it might help. Shit. Multiple times. Jerry, you're out of fluid. It's empty.
Oh, that's not good.
Maybe that not quite work. Come out of there. Thank you. Sometimes.
Sometimes like cameras.
That thing hold. Oh, it's not completely empty. It's not completely empty. It just didn't pull all the way out.
Okay, cool. Glad to hear it's not empty because that sucks.
That would be bad.
Kind of all about it's a brain plug, but it's not. Oh my gosh. What I got? Oh, there. Old sheets.
Yeah.
They work good.
They make good rags.
Good. I'm glad it's not out of oil. I still don't think I have enough oil, but I found the.
That's pretty.
It's pretty.
Got all the color it needs.
Well, yeah, we just did it like 3 weeks ago. It's got maybe 400 miles on it.
So you're saying it's broke in?
This is the third or fourth time we've done it. This is why I ordered a cover. So this diff's kind of a pain in the ass. It's got a big. Oh no! Don't move the nuts. Oil hole.
Hello, pretty.
So this has got a big deep set right there where all the oil likes to keep coming out.
I see that.
So usually I
This is junk at this point, right? Does he have a scrap bed
yeah,
in this in?
right around the corner. Got dog hair in it.
Okay, well, as you can see, this is the factory one. It's a thin piece of sheet metal.
Very thin.
Thin piece of sheet metal. It's real easy to bend. This is a chunk of cast iron, about 3/8 of an inch thick.
Yeah. So I'm not a giant fan of cast.
It's about 6 pounds to this one's half a pound.
Right. I'm not a huge fan of cast, but I have friends that said they've had very good luck with the solid diff covers. So we're going to try them out. We are an American company. I think they're in Ohio, but I could be wrong. So I tried to get one of the reusable gaskets for this, but they're still out of stock. When I ordered the transmission, they were back ordered, and they're still back ordered. Or the transmission, the housing.
The supplier?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's a steel core gasket.
Yeah. But when I ordered this from East Coast Gear Supply,
They were out. Yeah, didn't have
they
it.
couldn't get them either. The windows are rolled up in the front. Could you take a break when I do this?
Yeah, Nick up here.
I think this is actually past the surface, but I don't know about the new cover.
Hammer to farm.
trying to get it to roll over.
You did that with a hammer, not a file.
Yeah, I had a file in my hand. I'm trying to make it flat and smooth, but I'm gonna go for curves and not in the way. So, Creed's boyfriend got screwed.
You said something about that car.
$21,000 he paid for it, and it's got a salvage title, total frame. It was total for frame damage. So he looked at the paperwork, and where the title is, where it tells you if it's a clean title or not, we left it blank, completely blank. We didn't mark anything.
That, like I said, that's lawyer time.
Yeah. But it's in Ohio, so I don't know what their law. They may have laws against that in Ohio. Some states do. But you know, it's that whole, in Nevada, it's a buyer beware. If you're buying a car, it's up to you to have it checked out. It's up to you to do the VIN check.
If you're buying it from a dealership, you have an expectation
Right,
of
but
quality.
well,
Because the dealerships are responsible for that.
it should be.
Whether they say they are or not, they are responsible for that.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. I'm just telling you what they did to him. So he's got a, 26,000 still on it after everything, and it's worth about $1,200.
Like I said, this is lawyer time.
And he found a car he wanted to trade it in for, and found out his car's not worth anything.
You should check this.
So he asked, so what should I do? I said, well, you should call a lawyer.
Very
Well, what do we
first
do about the car? I said, keep driving it, because you're not, if you trade it in, you're going to lose a bunch of money on it. If it's driving fine, keep driving it. He just wants another car because you're having a kid, want in one hand and take care of a kid in the other.
Is a problem.
Now they're going to have 2 boys and a Subaru WRX.
WRX is big enough.
So that's what I called her. I said, we had 3 of you in the frickin' my WRX. His is a 17.
You got any brake clean to clean this mess up?
See, that's what I forgot. I was thinking about letting that drain, and we probably need to go get some brake clean.
Or the old man will have some.
We'll have to replace what we use from the old man.
Yeah, that's more likely.
And when we leave here, we'll go grab a couple of cans of brake clean,
Bring him back.
bring them back. So I'm gonna probably use this whole can because there's a huge sump in here. What I'm doing is I'm trying to splash on in the eyes with it. I almost got you. I'm sorry.
I've had it in my eyes so many
It
times
sucks.
it barely stings anymore.
It sucks. I don't care what anybody says. Right now, I'm just flushing it out. Don't let me forget to grab a couple of cans of brake clean.
Don't forget to grab a couple of cans of brake clean. Like you do that to me all the time.
Just
And
like
the
we,
siphon is working just perfectly.
just like we forgot to take those buckets of oil and get them done. I gotta ask him about these ones. Not that I really want to put them in my back seat. I think that's all the oil right there.
Okay.
So if we're gonna go somewhere, we should take one and drain it and then bring the cans of brake clean back. But we're gonna have to put this on, put the silicone on, wait a while, because it'll leak if you don't. I hate doing them quick. And then I don't think 2 quarts is gonna be enough. But we didn't have a 3rd quart. So I use, I don't like synthetic oils. So I'm really weird about that. I really like the Lucas oil, and they make an 85 W140 heavy duty non-synthetic oils. And I've actually had really good luck with this. So, and you've seen how I drive. I beat the hell out of things. So, you know, how's that gear lash flow? We're talking about a little lot of play in that. Since we're here, one second.
There actually doesn't feel like any play at all in here. So it's just going to be slipping or sloppiness in the teeth
And the lock, and the, that's all in the Detroit spider gears.
All you need to do is move it a little bit, Jerry. Just a tick.
I'm just going from.
Yeah, the differential's moving the entire time you do that.
Oh, really?
Yes. You want me to do it?
Okay. No, I really get. So now I feel good. So that is just the locker has that much play in it, which is probably the way it's designed. So it's probably designed to have enough play in it, then it catches. So, yeah. Want to slide your name in here?
Not especially.
I was having this conversation with Chuck. People saying, you use too much silicone on the Diff cover because the silicone will get inside the cover. So people say that will somehow mess up the gears or the seals, the axle seals. So what we used to do when we were doing the mud box stuff, when we break it to something, we would take a gallon Ziploc bag and fill it with oil, put it in there, put the cover on it, tie it in, and just drive off. And we've never worn an axle seal in this truck, ever. We've ripped the covers off of it, but we've never worn an axle seal.
You got your cover ready to go on?
Yeah, it can sit a little longer. It can be ready to go on. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Jerry?
Oh, yes, sir.
Correct? All right. Go.
I got no bolts.
Well, just stick it on there for the moment.
Just say it's not light.
Because otherwise we'll get RTV under it. Or we'll get oil under the RTV.
This is going to wash out that way any chance.
There's a lock washer on it.
It's out. It's on the drive. It's on the drive. It's on the ratchet. The ratchet. The bright red ratchet. Oh, there's a tire there, Sean.
It doesn't underhang, that's good.
Neither did the other one. Doesn't overhang on the corners though.
Yeah, but nothing's really going to catch it there.
Well, you say that. Nothing should catch it there. You want the longer one?
Be easier. I'll give you something to do while I'm doing this.
was just, I think it was just silicone in the threads. I pushed on it. I felt it might not.
So just do it this one and that one.
I haven't tightened any of them yet.
Get them down to contact, or beyond, just beyond contact.
Just a beyond contact.
You know what, I like Allens and I hate Allens.
Right. They're great until a rock hits them.
That's exactly my point.
What that is?
It's a door.
The door.
No, it's not.
Oh, is the stereo on?
Yes?
Go ahead and just turn it off.
No idea how.
Push the big power button.
It's old technology. It doesn't have a circle, a bisected circle.
No, it just big power button. Now we let that dry for a little bit.
But we don't need this under it anymore.
No.
Yes. So nobody has ever used this this pipe wrench for this purpose before.
Yeah, we have. Once or twice.
I was making a point, Jerry.
Is this the one that fits on it?
I don't think so. I have to grab one of them.
So I was going to say there's another one here somewhere.
You get a come along.
This one. This one. I don't think so.
I think when you took that thing up there, have it come along to the front axle.
I could just use the winch. Wonder if it's fit. I don't know how it fits.
No, seriously, grab your come along. We'll hook it to the front axle. We'll give this thing a pull because
You're moving it.
it's not nearly enough. We need to grab this thing where we can bend it from here.
I don't know how to do that.
I do, sort of.
Yeah, you will. Like I said, I don't think a coming along is going to be needed. This thing bends easy. It's really cheap.
Yeah, that's the point.
I want to get it better.
I'd say we put it higher on the list, but we need to put a trans in your other Mopar.
Oh.
We need a piece of metal that'll sit down to here.
What about the plate?
One of the plates will work just fine, but don't use one of the base plates, use one of the other plates. And if you got one that's longer, better.
Like this, like this.
Hold this up.
Oh, I thought you were going to put it on the inside. You're going to really have to open the valve up.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Let's give this a shot. It's not really working.
Oh, here, let me see. Let me see. Don't loosen it.
I was tightening it. There it goes.
There we go.
It actually came down quite a lot.
Yeah.
Probably came off the transfer case in fact.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's not going to help there.
Well,
Because the other one we're pressing against this bend.
I'm going to be pressing against this band once we get it. I just need you to open the jaw for it. I can't get the plate into where I want it. Right there.
Okay. Ready?
Ready. There we go. That's good. I think that's it. It's fixed.
Pretty good.
It's off.
It's got a dent in it.
It's off the transfer case though. It's not in the transfer case. Thank you, sir. Hey, Earl. I usually only cut one of these. That way the other one's still sealed. You can only use one at a time.
I was going to ask if you wanted to do that. I figure you're going to use both of all of them. All of both of them anyway.
I'm sure of it. And I'm going to have to go get another one if I can find one. The nice thing is this is easy to film when it's in the air. When it's not in the air, it's kind of a headache. I hope I got that other front plug. Is that front plug tight, white? Pretty sure I got that. The front plug.
I saw you wrenching on it.
I'm pretty sure I got it tight. Put a little silicone on it too. Make sure I get all this out of here because we don't have any spare extra Earl ones.
There's some right there.
It's not 85W150 and we'll stick that in. Unless that's my old model. Is it 85-140?
It's not the same color.
Oh, okay, so it's not the same. No, that's shit. What else do you like? I put a whole quarter back in the truck and I go low. My truck's a little expensive.
As diesel as can be.
2.5 gallons of oil. Yeah, I figured that would bend back. I've been to back for a couple of times now. I just haven't been in a big hurry. Hey, is this used oil over here? Huh? These 5-gallon buckets, is that used oil?
3 of them's empty, one's still full.
All right, we're gonna take that full one. We gotta go get you some brake clean because I forgot to buy brake clean. So we can go buy some brake clean. We'll drop that. We'll have them empty back, and I'll bring the brake clean back.
Yeah, about
O'Reilly's or Napa.
They said it'd take 5 gallons a day.
I think Napa does too.
Huh?
I think Napa does too.
Never, I don't know, I've never asked them.
I will go in there and find out
Yeah.
because it's closer. Or we'll just go to O'Reilly's because we know it works, and then we don't have to waste
And
any
then
time.
the red one, that's only a 20 gallon.
Yeah,
And then I thought it was 30, but it's 20.
20. That's all right. I mean, if we gotta take it 5 at a time, just
Yeah, well.
we'll just have to. I forgot last
Fill the red
time.
one up and I plug it off.
I forgot last time. I'm sorry, that was my fault.
I worked on that pump several different times, took it apart.
Did you find to get a different pump?
It needs a pump and the plate goes together.
Right.
There's no gasket, no nothing. So what it needs is put together with some
Silicone.
silicone that dries good, a little bit.
Right.
So it'll run because it stays cooler in the oil. And because what happens, it gets hot, and then that metal is fan, and then the oil comes out and gets in the motor. And then the brake fluid are clean.
I don't think my finger's small enough.
I need more oil. Yeah.
No, that's from putting it in. The tip of my finger is dry.
All right. Can I borrow a vehicle? We didn't have enough oil, so we're gonna have to go to Napa anyway.